Okay, so how to do asynchronous discussions with Google Classroom. I'm going to make this brief. So here you can see I created a class, test class demo, and I'm going to go here and hit create. And when I hit create, I want to hit question. Question's going to allow me to say, I'm just going to say what's up now. So you can select multiple choice or short answer with that. You can attach documents or something from your drive, a link to a website, whatever you want there. The basic things, your students, which students you have, your points, category. If you want to make a category, I made a category just for just to demonstrate. And then you can select a due date. I'm going to select that due date there, and I'm going to select, let's say, 115. Um, so that's there. Um, Now, you could see on this question that this is the area where you really want for them to have a discussion. You want to make sure that this is selected. The students can reply to each other. That way, they can talk to each other about the question. Um, some of you may want them to be able to uh, edit their answer. And then if you wanted to create a topic, you could just create a topic. I'm just going to select 3D test as my topic. And you can create a topic as you go, which is kind of nice. I'm not going to ask anybody. I'm just going to save that as a draft. So that's how you want to have a discussion. If you want to do that, the problem with Google Classroom, one of the things that I will say is weird is that you cannot do that function. You'll notice here, you can't do that right now with the, you can't do that this second with the um, assignments. So I think that they're going to be updating that so that you can do that. But for right now, you cannot do asynchronous discussions with an assignment. So you need to actually create a question to do that. You also can't do it with the material. Um, you can reuse a post. So if you want to re-ask the same question every week, you can select this and go through what you have in your classes. Even from a different class, you can do that. Um, so that's the basics on that. Another thing that I'll show you really quickly that's related to this is that in your settings, um, you have your class code here. This stream setting is important too because you can also communicate through the stream. Your students can either post and comment through the stream, which means they can actually upload something. So you may or may not want your students to do that. Also, students can comment only comment means that they can't add things or put pictures or movies or videos or whatever. Or you can change it to only where you can post or comment. It's up to you. Um, I selected on here to show deleted items. That means I can see the version history and the anything like if a student is answering a question and then they change their answer to their question, I can actually see what they changed and look at that version history of it, which is kind of cool. Here I can also add categories and delete categories. I just made a category called drawing. At first, you'll see that there's no categories here, and I can just add something that just says sculpture. That's my category or whatever. Um, and then, yeah, like all of your information is basically in that setting thing, and it could be really helpful. Another thing that's I'm just going to discard changes, doesn't matter. So another thing that's something you should know is that when you first open your class, it's going to show you the stream. You need to know that your class drive folder is actually in your classwork thing at that top corner, and it will bring you exactly to where you have any documents or anything that you added to your class. So if you gave a quiz or anything like that, it'll show up here, and it'll be directly into that class. It'll open a new tab for you automatically. Your Google Meet link will be here. Your Google Calendar. You can create a calendar that's just for this particular class. And then there's the obvious things like your people, your students, and you can add students from whoever you want. Okay. All right. And one thing, going back to the asynchronous thing, I'm gonna the end of this. This is actually a real classroom that Mary Jane made for visual arts. I would suggest using this, using some kind of a like general departmental announcement page, and that way you can actually like communicate if a student has a problem or they want to talk to other students that are in different levels. Like, let's say I want to talk to a student that's in intro. I may not exactly want to do it through this page, but I can also comment and put information there, and share things with the whole department. And again, it's the same settings here. Students can post and comment, um, classwork on the stream, show condensed notifications. You can also show attachments and details. So that means like in that like stream, if a student posts something, like you're going to see all of it. Um, the preset is usually here. I like to keep it there, just because you don't need to have everybody see that, and you can always change your permissions at any time with that. But this is a really good idea just to keep track of everybody. And then if you wanted to have a Google Meet with the whole department as a whole, you can do this here and make and just save that, have all the students know that this is the meet link that we're going to meet at every time. That particular link never expires and goes away, for your classroom. So those are just some like little weird things that are kind of some of the videos didn't exactly cover. All right.